The views and opinions expressed during this program are entirely those of the show's hosts and do not necessarily reflect those of Rude Rangers Entertainment, its investors, management, advertisers, or staff. Don't sue us, y'all. We don't have any money.
Hey, good people, you're listening to Rudy Radio, powered by Rude Rangers Entertainment. I'm Yvonne, the Motivator Man, and this is He Said, She Said, a show that explores all types of topics from the male and female perspective. We're going to make you laugh, a few of you might cry, but most of all, we'll make you think. Do me a favor and share this episode with as many people as possible on social media. You can text them to tune in. If they're in the house, come on, sit down and enjoy the show with you. Please always share your comments right here in the chat section. And my co-host, where you at?
I'm here. Holla at your boy.
How you doing?
All right, I'm always here. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm blessed and highly favored.
You know that's right. I forgot to say that today. I am blessed and highly favored.
That's right. That's right.
But we got a good topic today.
Okay, what is it?
Okay. Black people, get ready, because there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
The top 5 conspiracy theories in the black community.
Ooh.
Top 5 conspiracy theories in the black community.
Yes.
Would you like to start, or you want me to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
You know, being a mother, one of the top black conspiracy theories is that the fluorine in the water, that they put the fluorine in the water to help children's teeth get stronger, but it sterilizes us instead.
That's the way. I didn't hear that one.
Where you been all your life?
I never heard that one.
Yeah.
You mean the fluoride in tap water?
Yeah. Because,
don't we brush our teeth with fluoride?
Okay, but when I was younger, that's when they started doing it. By the time you got here, it was already in the water.
So fluoride is supposed to make men sterile.
Oh, women too. Women too is to make people sterile across the board, and they put it specifically in the black community to see if it would work. See, you've never lived a life without fluorine in your water. You've never
fluoride.
Right, you've never lived a life without that. I remember, I'm 60, so I remember when they started putting that in the water. And that was one of the biggest things they talked about, because they said they didn't put it in the white neighborhoods, but they put it in the black neighborhoods to see if it would work, because, you know, black people didn't take their kids to the dentist. Are you kidding? I was in the dentist's office so doggone much. Dr. Freeman was my best friend. But because black children weren't going to the dentist, their teeth, you know, they had bottle rot and all that other stuff. They put it in the water. They put it in black communities to make sure that children of color had fortified teeth, like they care about our teeth. But the consensus was they're just putting this in our water because they want to sterilize us.
Black people, we were foolish to even think of that one. We were foolish to believe in that one. Because
well, you know,
I brush my teeth every day. Every day. And Lord knows I got 3 kids. Okay? I brush my teeth every day. My wife brushes her teeth every day. We got children running around here. Okay? And if my wife could be fertile myrtle, if you know, we ain't take care of business, she could be fertile myrtle. I mean, come on. What are we talking about, people? This is why I have problems with conspiracy theories as a whole and conspiracy theorists, because they sound so stupid, so irrational. No research involved, nothing.
That's why it's called the theory. It doesn't necessarily have to have a basis, but it has a foundation of thought. It's a theory, and they prove it with whatever information that they can get. You know, back in the 60s, the late 60s, early 70s, kids did have teeth worse than they have now. You know, we don't know why. And was it just black children? I would not say yes, but I was an adult at the time, so I wasn't checking it out, you know. But you know, the conspiracy theory is if you're gonna test anything out, it's going to be in the black community. Another reason why we believe that, because remember, we had Margaret Stanger and all those Planned Parenthoods start popping up, and Margaret was the one who said that all black people should be exterminated. So here comes the fluoride in the black community. You're putting Planned Parenthood in the black community. Oh, you definitely trying to take us out of here.
Cocaine and Coca-Cola.
Oh, well, isn't Coca-Cola made from the coca bean?
Back in the 60s. Back in the 60s, that's what they said.
Right, but no, Coca-Cola is made from the coca bean, so it has to have some type of cocaine in it, because that's where cocaine comes from, the coca bean, right?
Well, yeah, but not no more.
Hello?
They don't make cocaine with coke. Well, sorry, they don't make coke with cocaine anymore.
Okay.
But back to the water and the fluoride. Okay,
Yes.
it just needs to make sense for me. I understand a conspiracy theory is a thought, but the thought has to make some type of sense.
Well, it
doesn't make sense.
It did back in the 60s. It doesn't make sense to us now because you've always lived with fluorine and fluoride in your water. You've never known any different. You didn't have to live through Margaret Sanger. You didn't have to live through that sexual explosion of, free love and now I'm pregnant, can I terminate? And that has been the stigma on Planned Parenthood ever since the beginning,
Okay. Was there fluoride in toothpaste back then?
It might have been. That I don't know. It might have been. Fluoride isn't an old thing. Trust me, that's a new thing in our life.
Oh, okay. So you're saying there's a possibility. There's a possibility it wasn't fluoride in the toothpaste.
That's right. It's a great possibility. I want to say it wasn't back in the early 60s.
Well, my grandfather used to have this powder toothpaste.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what the hell that was, but I know you sprinkled it on your toothbrush. You didn't squeeze it on your tooth. You sprinkled it on your toothbrush.
Yeah, and it probably had some baking soda in it too.
Oh man, I don't know what the hell that was. We ran out of toothpaste. Get that powder. Go get that powder toothpaste up there.
Well, like I said, a conspiracy theory is on the foundation of thought, not fact. And then when you get a whole lot of people on that conspiracy theory, because, as we go along in the show, there are going to be more that's far-fetched than the fluorine in the water, that we've had to live through, you'll see how the theory, the basis and foundation, the thought of the theory starts to go buck wild crazy in all types of directions.
Oh my goodness. Especially in the barbershop. I don't know what happens in the beauty parlor, but in the barbershop, forget about it.
Oh, I hated when I had to go to the barbershop because when I had my hair cut close, and we don't mention no names, but we all know who we talk about. If this brother didn't pontificate through a haircut, if you don't shut up and finish my Caesar, okay? Just talking and talking.
Believe in this. And they're mad if you don't.
Yes.
They're mad if you don't. And you're not as intelligent if you can't understand. And that's how the barber thinks.
And that's the reason why everything is going the way it's going.
Yeah. That whole thing. If they become a whole pastor with clippers in their hand. They become a whole pastor.
And they know everything about politics. They know everything about law. They know everything about economics. So if you go there, they can tell you about your mommy.
Yeah, about the Egyptians.
Everything.
About dinosaurs.
Oh my
about
goodness.
Coronavirus.
I would be sitting there with my phone like shaking because I'm like, bruh, I got a dog Caesar. I come every 2 weeks. There ain't a lot of hair to take off. Can you just take this hair off? Give me a real tight shape up so I can get on out of here and look good?
Yeah, because we don't want to hear your, and the part of the reason why you're a barber is because you probably failed to science regions. So you ain't going to tell me about no fluorine in the water.
Okay. Why did you say? Wait a minute. Why did you? Oh, you better shut up. That's too close. Why would you say that he failed science? Do you know that cosmetology and barbering is a science?
I understand that.
Evidently, you don't.
Most people who have these conspiracy theories have failed science, history, and English.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I would definitely not English because they're able to be very well versed. It's just not a subject we want to hear, but they're well versed on it.
English is also about writing. So they could talk till they blue in the face. I want to see them write. But again, the fluorine in the water making you sterile, that makes no sense to me.
The first time,
but I'm also 10 years younger. But go ahead.
The first time fluoride showed up in toothpaste was 1956.
What? For real?
Yep, 5 years before I was born. Yep. So I told you, you've never lived in a world without fluoride. Okay. Now that was just Crest. All those other toothpaste didn't have fluoride in them. Crest was the first one.
What were they using?
Regular toothpaste.
Just
they started regular toothpaste.
Okay, but what was in the toothpaste? Was it just mint?
In it, I guess so. The same thing that's in it now, they just pumped it with fluoride.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's incredible.
But wait a minute.
Incredible. It really is when you think about it.
They started using it in 1901.
Look at you dropping a little fluoride facts.
Yeah, they started using it in 1901 in Colorado Springs, but they didn't start adding it until 1956. 55 years later. Now here comes the conspiracy theory. Here it comes. Oh, well, around that time is when drugs was introduced into the black community little by little. So you see, they was trying to kill us with that fluoride.
and that's exactly what their cadence sounds like. That's exactly what it, fluoride, FLORIDE. That's just how their cadence sounds like.
Oh yeah. And
they can tell you everything about fluoride in the water, but they don't know the formula for water. They don't know the formula for water, but they can tell you all the fluoride and everything else in the water.
Let me educate you, my sister, since you seem to be outside of the sphere of the knowledge.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
I want to bring you into this cipher so that you will be...
The C-O-N-spiracy. Yeah.
Right. I need to bring you into this cipher, my sister, because you're too intelligent to be walking around here absent of knowledge. Now let me break it down.
Drinking all this fluoride that you don't know about.
Let me break it down to you, because it's like taxonomic subdivision. If you can feel me when I talk to you about that. See, the fluoride was introduced. There was nothing wrong with our teeth until the fluoride. And when the fluoride came, that's when the problem came. So we're going to take care of this problem, and we're going to go to break. Y'all be right back, and make sure you drink your water because it's got that fluoride in it.
Vera Moore Cosmetics and Skincare was formed to empower all women to feel great about themselves for more than just a moment. When it comes to a flawless complexion, skincare is the key. Vera Moore Cosmetics and Skincare is for women of all ages and skin tones. Be the more fabulous woman you were born to be.
I am Madame Francois, and I'm introducing my new luxury skincare brand that's available to you at an attainable price. Discover my beauty secrets, luxurious, effective ingredients with proven results and a price tag that doesn't break the bank. Come indulge with me at lesmadamefrancois.com.
I'm Doozy Bots Dave, and my prices are Doozy Bots. Come into LI Telecom at 2287 Route 112, Medford, New York, or call me at 631-833-9679. I dare you!
Round 2. Fight!
Hey. Welcome back to He Said, She Said. I'm Noel Epps. I'm not just sports by Noel Epps. And my co-host is Yvonne, the Motivator Man for Determined Women of Destiny. But before we go on and telling you when our shows is, I got to do this.
What's up?
Let's give a round of applause for North Amityville, for the people of North Amityville, for standing up and going to that board meeting and making sure they took care of business. And North Amityville, you got to keep it up. You got to keep it up, North Amityville. You cannot stop now. Keep it up.
We have to see, they're wondering, listeners, if you're wondering why we're so animated about this, because we're both Amityvillans. I'm class of 79. Noel, what year did you graduate?
Class of 89.
Okay, so, you know, I went to Amityville when it was predominantly white. It was about 85% white, 10% black, and the other 5% was just other mixtures.
Okay.
So when Noel went to school, it was almost like 50-50, possibly leaning toward 65% black, up from the 10%. And now Amityville is 95% black. Okay. I'll say
let me tell the audience what happened at Amityville.
All right.
Okay. There was a football game at Amityville High School. It was Amityville versus Comac. A young man made a big play, had a kickoff return, made a big play, nice play. And the teacher / announcer didn't know the mic was still hot. And he said, where the whole stadium could hear, and the game was being live streamed on YouTube.
Yeah.
He said, that's one fast monkey. And everybody was like, huh? One fast monkey. So Amityville, allegedly, okay, so Amityville has a history, North Amityville, which, if you notice, Yvonne said it was predominantly white when she went to school. When I went to school, it was predominantly black.
Yep.
And North Amityville's kids go to that school, but South Amityville kids usually go to the private schools. Yep. We do have some South Amityville kids who are white in the building, but most of them go to
private schools.
So unfortunately, our parents in North Amityville do not go to the board meetings. Do not go to the board meetings. So I'm gonna be very honest. On Not Just Sports by Noel Epps every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. I pressed our people. I pressed them. I said, listen, don't talk to me about this teacher. What are you going to do about it? You pay taxes, your baby goes to school there. What are you going to do about it? Well, on that Wednesday, our people was there with the NAACP. So,
shout out to Amityville. Again, to people who don't know the area, Amityville being a predominantly black school, Comac being a predominantly white school, that teacher felt very comfortable. I taught an after-school program in Amityville 2010, 2011, and some of 2012. And a lot of those students I still keep in contact with, and all of them were on Facebook saying, oh, they know that. He made comments like that when we were there. What, are you kidding me?
Right. So
are you kidding me? Really?
So North Amityville, congratulations.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work. Don't stop now.
Yes.
Okay.
And stop letting Amityville be segregated. Now we're gonna move on.
Yes,
okay. Number 5 of the conspiracy theory of black folks, and it ain't the conspiracy theory that Amityville is racist. Come on.
Number 5 is fluorine is in the water, which makes black people sterile. That's number 5.
Yes.
Number 4. Reefer's good for you. Beef is good for you. Chicken is good for you. But pork is Pork is the worst for you. Oh, pork. Oh, people act like, especially black people. Black people act like pork is cyanide. Do you know why pork was so accessible to you when you was younger? When you was younger, Taquan, who used to be Tyrone, or Ray Sean, who used to be Ray Ray. You know why? Because it was the cheapest meat on the market, and your mother was making Thanksgiving dinner with a pork chop. Oh yes, she was. So
how about them chitlins?
You could drink 20 beers, you could smoke 20 cigarettes, but you can't eat one pork chop.
What about them
with all that
chitlins?
foolishness.
What about them chitlins? You know them chitlins now. Come on.
I don't eat chitlins.
Why not?
Because I don't like them.
Oh, okay. Why you don't like them?
I never liked them as a child. But my grandmother used to make us eat. One time she had us eat pig ears. Oh my God.
Oh, no, we don't.
Oh my God.
We don't.
The hair was still on it. I think I saw one in the pot with a hearing aid on it. I was too through with the pig ears. But I definitely like pig feet. I love me some ribs. I love me some pork chops.
I think it's the younger generation that has the problem with pork, because the older black people, you know, they have no problem with a fried pork chop and then smothering in gravy. They ain't got no problem with a pig feet. Well, yeah, now that, okay, yes. So I'll take it back. Doctors are saying, you know, high blood pressure. So now I get you. They don't want to eat the pork, but you're right. We were definitely raised on it. But again, I go to the younger African Americans because, you know, with the influence of the Islam, you know, and the big thing with the pig with that. And again, we'll go back to the pontification of, see, what you got to understand is that a chicken and something else, a chicken and a dog went in a cave, and what came out was a pig, and the pig is the nastiest thing. And if you take a pork chop and you put some Coca-Cola on it, and what comes up to the top, do you really want to eat that? You know, you got to keep your body undefiled. But wasn't you just smoking weed?
Yeah, was you just smoking a whole Newport?
You know,
you smoking a whole Newport.
But you got to
gonna tell me about
your
some
body.
pig feet?
Oh yeah, because you gotta understand one thing: the smoke goes in, it goes out, but that goes into your intestinal tract, and it becomes part of your DNA, and you can't ever lose your DNA. So you walking around with the nastiest thing in the world, part of your DNA. Okay, I understand. Can you please pass me that pork chop?
Yes, I can't stand it. Because if you go to Gordon Ramsay and you get one of his pork chops, oh yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, you doing some serious eating. Okay, please don't tell me. I hate when they tell me this about pork chops and they have a whole cigarette hanging out their mouth, or they drinking on some malt liquor. Please miss me with all that foolishness. Do not talk to me while I eat this ham and cheese.
Well, I tell you, if that's the problem, you know, and you say, Ramsey, if you want to go local right here in Lindenhurst, there's a place called the Latrine, and I don't know why they call it the Latrine.
How do I go to that restaurant?
But the cook, the head cook, the chef is black. And that pork chop in that place that is stuffed with cabbage and apple literally melts in your mouth. It's right next to Black Forest Bakery. So if you're in Lindenhurst, check it out. And the chef will sit down and talk to you and ask you how you feel about. Well, that was before COVID, but I mean, he could cook a pork chop now. Yes, he can.
And you are not. I repeat, your pork ways is not going to stop me from eating some ribs. Do you some ribs? I know there's beef ribs, but ain't nothing like a whole slab of pork ribs. You hear me?
I don't play with the beef rib because that bone is way too big, and
It's tough.
I'm not, you know, right. I just cannot say that I want to eat a beef rib. There's something for me. That's for me. That's for me.
I like a beef rib. I like a good beef rib, but ain't nothing like some good old pork ribs. And I'm not going to have Junebug or Taquan or Ray Sean making me feel bad while they got a whole hanging out their mouth, while they drinking all types of malt liquor, while they got a fifth of Hennessy in their pocket, you're about to go drive this damn car. You can eat 5 pork chops and go drive a car. You can't drink 5 glasses of Hennessy and drive a car. Do we see the difference? And I have these people, they make you feel bad. They try to make you feel bad.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Oh, and especially if you're a person of a certain size. Oh my God, you eat pork? You ain't scared of high blood pressure? Boo-boo, I got a lot of problems. But diabetes, high blood pressure, them two ain't my problem. Okay, so I'ma eat this rib right here in front of your skinny face with your heart attack about to happen with your non-pork eating self.
Be very clear. You can get a high blood pressure through fish, through chicken, through beef. It's not just pork. Okay, you can get it through drinking. You get diabetes through drinking. You could get diabetes by eating candy. It's not pork. It's everything in moderation.
Do you know that diabetes and high blood pressure can be linked to hereditary?
Absolutely.
So I don't care if you don't eat pork not one day in your life, you can still have high blood pressure.
Exactly.
So, like I said in the beginning, a conspiracy theory, the foundation is thought, not fact. Thought.
Exactly. But here's the problem with this theory. They really work hard at trying to make you feel bad. Like they got all these sayings. Oh, you eat the pig from the Ruda to the Tuda. Like they got all these sayings. Oh, you over there eating them trotters? Yes, I'm going to eat these trotters. Yes, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm going to eat this ham, egg, and cheese. I'm going to eat this ham and cheese. Extra mayo, please. Yes, I am going to do that. But I'm not going to do that every week. No. And there lies the problem.
No, I'm gonna have bacon with my eggs. As a matter of fact, and it ain't gonna be turkey bacon either. As a matter of fact, when we get finished, I didn't eat my dinner. I'm gonna have breakfast, but then I'm gonna have me some scrambled eggs. I'm gonna have me some sausage, and I'm gonna have a English muffin. What?
And bacon makes everything taste better.
Listen,
bacon makes everything taste better.
My hips ain't this size because I be eating watercress. So, listen. Listen, y'all better go, look at what you want to eat. And if you don't want to eat pork, we're good with it. We're good with it.
Yeah, if you don't want to eat it, that's fine.
And we know what the doctors say. We know what the studies say. But when I'm walking or dealing with you, and I'm sitting down at the restaurant, I got my scrambled eggs cooked until they're almost burnt because everything got to look like me. My well done sausage and possibly well done bacon with my hash browns. Just pass me my ketchup.
I don't even want my bacon well done. I want my bacon done. Not well done, but done.
Yeah,
okay?
So it gotta look like me.
The problem is this here, and like you said earlier, I don't give a damn what you eat. If you don't want to eat pork, that's fine. That's you. You don't want to eat pork. But don't you dare make me feel bad. Because, here's the other thing they do. Oh, you eat Wise potato chips? Oh, it got pork grease in it. Oh, you eat Twinkies? This was the back in the day. Oh, it got pork grease in it. Everything got some sort of pork in it. Every single thing. Don't you ever get it twisted. The gods and the earth. Don't you ever get it twisted. Everything's got pork in it.
You need to read your labels. And if you read the label and you see lecithin, that's pork. That's just a nice way of saying it. So pork. It's in there. It's in there. It's in there. It's in makeup. Yes, foundation. Some foundation has lecithin in it. It's pork. You put it on your face.
And these people act like the problem is they try to make you feel bad. They try to make you, but they don't know. I'm so stupid and so confident and so good at what because I'm not hurting nobody. I'm not hurting nobody. I'm minding my business.
And if I can,
now let me ask you a question. if you're hosting a party at your house,
Mm-hmm.
do you have like turkey dishes for people who do not eat pork, or do you just make pork and just tell them, yeah, listen, you might not want to eat that because it's pork in it?
No, I cater to the people that I've invited to my house, because I've invited you into my house for a reason, and I want to be a gracious host.
Right.
I learned that when my father died, because my brother doesn't eat any pork. And we literally were air diving over the table. I mean, I'm telling you, I took flight to grab that plate of collard greens straight out of my aunt's hand.
Because they got the pork neck bones in them.
I said, he don't eat no pork. Yeah, so
but I do the same thing.
I wouldn't have any pork dishes.
I do the same thing.
I wouldn't do a pork substitute, because I invited you in my house. I want you to be with me. Yeah. And
I do the same thing. I'll make a pork dish and a turkey dish or a chicken dish. I do the same thing, or a vegetable dish or whatever it is.
I wouldn't do the pork at all, because people that don't eat pork, they don't want to eat out of a pot or a plate that have pork in it.
No. I'm not. If I'm going to make a lasagna, I'm going to make a regular lasagna that has pork in it, and I'm going to make a turkey lasagna. There's going to be two separate dishes, two separate serving spoons. That's how I go about it.
Right, but I don't know if you ground your pork first, but if you ground your pork first, you may have cooked it in the same pot that you ground your turkey.
No. It's two different pots.
Okay, because that's one thing they say. Did you cook the pork and that in the same pot? You know, people who don't eat pork, a lot of them are very serious about it. They want to know the origin of your cooking and all of that. And I get it. That's why I just don't have a pork dish. If I have,
you know the irony and all that? They want to know your ingredients, but they'll go to the supermarket and not even read a label. But they want to know your ingredients. Right. That's the whole irony in all this for me. This is why I can't take them seriously. I can't. It's annoying to me. They're annoying people.
I appreciate the ones that I know will go to the store, will read a label. I appreciate you. My brother will read a label. He will read the heck out of a label. And if he doesn't know what it is, he'll Google it. Because he doesn't want to have no affiliation with that pig. I got that.
and then they give you this, the pig is the dirtiest animal.
Listen,
people. When they serve you the pig, before they slaughter the pig, be very clear. They clean the pig. They clean him or her.
Well, if you want to know what's really dirty, your rice. And I don't care if you rinse it, because when they go to cultivate that rice, Bugs Bunny running through there, they don't stop because they see the rabbit. He get caught right up there in that rice. So ain't no nastier than rice.
Not just Bugs Bunny. There's Timberlands running through there. There's hogs running through there. There's cows running through there. There's chickens running through there. There's been pterodactyls running through rice. Please don't tell me, but rice is a filthy food. But they clean it.
Okay, you can wash it, but you still got whatever animal that tractor did not stop for. So go ahead.
Right. And they got Michelin tires on it. Michelin tractor tires on it. You right about that too?
Rubber will run right over and squish the guts of that rabbit backwards, and it'll go right into that rice. But now we're going to go forward, and we about to go to break. Y'all come on back. Make sure you go and get you not a rib or a pork chop.
No, get you a rib and a pork chop for that dirty rice. That dirty rice good. We'll be back.
Vera Moore Cosmetics and Skincare was formed to empower all women to feel great about themselves for more than just a moment. When it comes to a flawless complexion, skincare is the key. Vera Moore Cosmetics and Skincare is for women of all ages and skin tones. Be the more fabulous woman you were born to be.
We are back, and thank you for riding this out with us. We know y'all are hollering because these theories you have heard over the years, and you think they're just as crazy as we do. I am Yvonne, the Motivator Man from Determined Women of Destiny. My show is on Rude Rangers Unite every Friday at 7 p.m. If you're a female entrepreneur and you want a very innovative way of getting information out about your product or service, you want to hit me up. You know, it's where passion meets purpose. I have great guests and good talk. So just leave me your email information, your name in the comments, and I'll contact you. My co-host is Noel from Not Just Sports by Noel Epps. His show is every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Noel always says, ride with him on your way to church.
That's right.
And listen. And listen to him. So
that's right. Get that good word.
Yeah. And don't
listen to the rest of the show.
And ladies, don't forget, you can stay right here because at 8:00 it's going to be Dear Daughter. That's another one of my shows, and it's common topics discussed in an uncommon way for my younger sisters. But for women from 18 to 80, I got something to say. Y'all know I'm entertaining. Come on. Just make sure you meet me at 8:00 right here. I won't disappoint you, I promise. So no,
Before we go on, let's tell people the platforms that we are on.
Okay, please do.
Okay. He said, she said. Of course, we're here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Please don't forget that. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. You can catch us on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, YouTube, Vimeo, Amazon Alexa, Google Play, the App Store, iHeartRadio, of course, RudeRangers.com, www.onpointnetwork.tv, Spotify, Facebook, and Queen Blueprint TV. So you can catch us on many platforms. Okay.
I just counted that out. 13 different places.
Oh, wow.
You can hear us. All right.
13 platforms, huh? That's impressive.
13 platforms. All right.
That's impressive. Okay. So today we are discussing the top 5 conspiracy theories in the Black community. Number 5. This is before some of us was born. Fluorine in the water makes Black people sterile.
Sterile.
It was making us sterile. And number 4. This foolishness, pork is no good for you. Like Raekwon and Deshaun forgot where they grew up. They forgot what house they grew up in. They forgot all that strigoline they was eating. All them pork neck bones he was eating. They forgot.
I don't even know what strigoline is. I ain't never had no strigoline.
Number 3, what you got?
Okay, now, some of y'all remember that tropical fantasy drink? It was only 49 cents for 20 ounces. It came out from the Brooklyn Bottling Company in New York City. That was said to be put into Black neighborhoods to kill us.
What? Wait, what is this again? What's the name of the brand?
It's called Tropical Fantasy.
Tropical Fantasy. Oh, the soda.
Yep. It was only 49 cents for 20 ounces. And it was said that it was put into our neighborhoods and marketed to us because that drink was to kill us.
Well, you got to put me on that one because I've never heard that one.
Yeah. Yep.
You got to put me on. You got to educate me on that one.
They called it Tropical Fantaside because they said that it had something in it to kill us. Just us Black people.
I've never heard of that in my life.
Oh, yeah.
But put the hood to kill us, to kill Black folk.
Yes.
Okay, so when was Tropical Fantasy brought to the hood?
In 1990.
Oh, that's fairly young.
Yeah, and what happened was...
Okay, I swear I never heard that.
Yeah, and what happened is we rejected it so doggone badly that they just removed it. They just removed it.
First of all, when you out here drinking sodas that are 49 cents, that's a red flag. When you out here drinking sodas and they the same color as Now Laters, that's another red flag. When you out here drinking sodas and they talk about it's tropical and a fantasy, that is another red flag. There's red flags all over this soda.
Well, they're called nutties. Why they call them nutties? Well, the reason why they call them nutties is the reason why they were put into our Black communities to kill us, because once again, the conspiracy theory was it was a sperm killer.
Wow. I swear I never heard this. What flavors? I know they come in different colors because I've seen blue. First of all, people, if you're drinking blue soda, something is wrong with you. See, there's a whole lot of signs here, people. If you're drinking blue soda, if you're drinking purple soda, if you're drinking green soda, there's something wrong with you. People, don't drink this stuff.
But we've been drinking colored soda from the beginning of time. It's just
orange.
It's just food coloring. You know, it's just FDA color that you put in it. Well, my thing is, you know, what's in the FDA coloring?
Listen, I have never had a blue soda in my life.
Yeah, you never had a blue Slurpee from 7-Eleven?
No.
Okay,
no.
What type of kid
I wasn't a big
was you?
Slurpee guy, though. I'll be honest.
What type of kid was you? Okay, you never had nothing purple that made your tongue turn purple?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Purple Welch's.
Right.
Welch's, yeah. But blue and
you
green?
never had a blue Now Later that had your mouth glowing?
We had Now Laters. Now Laters is different from soda, though.
No,
this is soda.
No, it's the same FDA coloring that's in that blue Now Later, that's in that blue drink.
And it's 49 cents. If you go to the store right now and buy 2 sodas, something is wrong with it, people. Something is wrong with it. Just know this. Remember those Sundew drinks?
Sundew or
Sundew, Sundew.
Oh yeah, okay.
We used to drink Sundew, the Sunnydale drinks.
If it wasn't,
you didn't drink that?
No, if it wasn't straight up Tropicana, I wouldn't drink them.
You sound like the people who don't eat pork.
I just know my taste, and most juices are too sweet for me, and I mix it with water. So if it's already watered down, I'm not getting any taste if I add water to it.
That's true. But when we was kids, we used to drink those Sundews, those quarter waters. Remember the quarter water?
Well, the quarter water was the mother and father to the tropical fantasy, because they were here first. So that's mommy and daddy.
Father to the tropical fantasy.
And remember, the quarter waters, they said, that was my next conspiracy theory, is that those quarter waters made children who had asthma worse. Or either, if you didn't have asthma, you did after drinking the quarter waters.
I swear I've never heard these things right here. I've never heard these things. So you had quarter waters affecting asthma, and you had tropical fantasy, had an ingredient in it that was killing off Black folks.
Well, all of them have the same thing that could cause harm to your body, and
what was that ingredient?
It's the FDA coloring. It's the color. Like you said, it's the green, it's the blue, it's the red. It's the coloring. And that's what they're saying, is that FDA color is what sterilizes Black men. Now, I don't know how it searches out and it knows that this is the system of a Black man, and I'm going straight to its sperm and I'm going to kill it. But in our neighborhood is where they sell cheaper items. So there's more young Black boys that are going to grab a 20-ounce drink for 49 cents than to grab maybe some cranberry juice for $3.25 for 20 ounces.
I hate to say it, but whatever tropical fantasy they put in the hood to try to kill off black men's sperm. That plan was a total disaster because that plan damn sure ain't working. I'll tell you that right now.
You cussing at the people again. You're cussing at the people again. You know what? You're right because I used to do HIV testing and counseling, and the brothers that sat in front of me when I said, how many partners in the last 3 months, and 5 minutes later he's still counting and marking down people on paper. Okay, boy, just let me do this test because you might be positive.
But how many babies he got coming out of that with drinking tropical fantasy soda?
And giving all his babies tropical fantasy soda.
Okay, black people, this is what I need you to do. If you can buy a soda from a bodega, but you can't buy that same soda from ShopRite, you don't need to drink that soda. Okay? If you can buy that soda from the local deli, the deli around the corner from you, not just the bodega, but the deli around the corner where they sell nothing but candy, chips, and soda. And you can't go up and ShopRite and buy a tropical. Don't buy that soda, people.
Shame on you, because the bodega has to make money too. And they're going to buy more tropical fantasies at 49 cents or 50 cents than they are going to buy that Tropicana orange juice at $3.25. Because the bodega's prices are much higher because you got food stamps.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think the bodega's prices are higher because of convenience.
No,
not just because of food stamps.
No, it's food stamps.
But because of convenience. Mm-hmm. You can walk in and walk out. For instance, I'll give you an example. Cigarettes. Mm-hmm. You can buy a loose cigarette for $0.25.
Okay. You can do
buy a whole pack for $10.
You can do the same thing in Massapequa at the gas station right there on Merrick Road past the 7-Eleven.
Wait, hold on. You got to put the people of Long Island on. Because I don't know nowhere in Massapequa where you can buy a loose cigarette. So you need to tell the people where they can find loose.
Absolutely. It's on Merrick Road. It's in East Massapequa. It's on the borderline right before you cross over into quote unquote real Massapequa on Merrick Road, right before you get to the Nautilus Diner. That gas station right across the street from 7-Eleven will sell loosies. That's if you don't bust that man's head wide open because he's such a nasty individual. I don't smoke, my daughter smokes, and that's how I know. She goes up there to get her loosies, but it's always an argument.
Wow, that's a white area. So for them to be selling loosies, that's a Caucasian folk area.
But that gas station is owned by Turkish people.
Yeah, I understand, but that's a Caucasian area. But we gotta go to break. We'll be back. Hey, welcome back. I'm Noel Epps, not just sports by Noel Epps. And my co-host is Yvonne, the Motivated Man, from her show Determined Women of Destiny. Of course, you can catch me every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. And Yvonne, tell us where we can catch your show.
Well, ladies, if you stay on right after this show at 8 o'clock is Dear Daughter. And that's a show for my love bugs, starting from the age of about 17, 18, all the way up to 80. It's common topics discussed in an uncommon way. So stay tuned and, get a little information that hopefully will help you glow and grow. Determined Women of Destiny talk show is every Friday on Rude Ranges and Unite right here, Friday, 7 p.m. And that is a show that highlights female entrepreneurs. Once again, if you're a female entrepreneur, get at me. Give me your info. I would love to have you on my show.
Okay, great. Today, we are discussing the top 10 conspiracy theories in the Black community. Number 5, fluorine in the water makes Black people sterile. This was in the 50s and 60s. I didn't hear this one, but my co-host has. Number 4, pork is no good for you. Oh, no. You telling me pork is no good for you? Meanwhile, you got a whole Newport hanging out your mouth. Oh, please miss me with that foolishness. Okay. Number 3, tropical fantasy soda was put in the hood to kill Black folks. And again, I didn't hear this one, but she said tropical fantasy soda came out in the 90s and it's 49 cents. Put these bodegas and it was geared to Black people. There gotta be a ring of truth to that. Number 2, we're gonna stay on this soda thing. Okay. Number 2, top 5 Black conspiracy theories in the Black community. Number 2, ginger ale cures all. Yes, ginger ale. Your stomach hurt, ginger ale. You got a headache, ginger ale. Your toe hurt, ginger ale. Your finger hurt, ginger ale. You got diarrhea, ginger ale. Ginger ale cures all. Ginger
You're
ale
not saying it right.
Medicine in the hood.
You're not saying it right. It is not ginger ale. You know we say ginger ale. Ginger ale. It's a rail. Ginger ale. It ain't a
ale.
It's
one word.
It's
ginger ale. Ginger ale cures all.
Yes, it does.
It cures all.
Yes, it does. You're pregnant.
Ginger ale.
Practice and some ginger ale. Ginger ale. Ginger ale, not ale, ginger ale. Get some practice and some ginger ale, and it'll calm your stomach down.
Warm ginger ale too.
Oh, warm ginger ale is for when you got gas.
Yes.
If you got gas, warm ginger ale, you drink it, and you just blow that stuff right out. Either you belch or you blow it out the other way. But 30 minutes later, you're supposed to be well taken care of. We forgot to tell them peppermint tea would do the same thing.
That's what our folks in Massapequa, Ronkonkoma, Bohemia, they use the peppermint tea.
Peppermint tea.
Black folks will go get them some AAA 3-liter ginger ale. No. Even if they got, listen, I'm hungover. Just give me some warm ginger ale. I'll be good. Okay.
It's gotta be Seagram's.
That ginger ale will never see the insides of a refrigerator, and they taking it right to the head. No glass, no nothing. They taking it right.
Everything. You got a headache? Give me that ginger ale out that refrigerator. And let it sit on the counter 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Yes. And then, know what you do? You be sick as a dog. But when you take a little swig, you put that tight, you put that top back on tight as hell. Oh, you need their vice grip to get the top off.
Because flat ginger ale is not something you want to drink unless you're sick. You want to enjoy the ginger ale. Remember, it's not ginger ale, it's ginger ale. You want to enjoy the ale, okay, with the bubbles in it.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, there was times I was sick as a dog. Mm-hmm. And my mama came in that room with some toast and ginger ale. Or some of them bland crackers, those saltines, and ginger ale. And for somehow, some way, I felt better.
Because it was psychosomatic. They drill that in your head. You don't feel good. I'm going to give you some ginger ale and some toast or some crackers. You're going to feel better. So that's exactly what you did. You felt better because they told you that.
I'm telling you, that's a black thing. That is a black conspiracy theory right there. You can go in any black household and see somebody sick in there, and they don't have orange juice. Mm-hmm. They don't have no grapefruit juice. Nope. They got some ginger ale sitting next to them. I'm telling you right now.
All day long. And when I had my gastric bypass in 2005, the first thing they told me is that I couldn't have carbonated soda. So I said, okay, but you ain't talking about ginger ale, are you? That's the first thing I said. I'm sorry.
Know what's funny?
That's my staple. I'm sorry.
Know what's funny? I don't think we consider ginger ale soda.
No, we don't. We don't. It's a refreshing drink. That's it. It's not soda. It's not soda. I used to work with a girl that every day between 2 and 2:30, you could hear her say, "Well, it's ginger ale time."
Yeah,
and
I'm
she
telling
would
you.
go right out there to that machine and buy that ginger ale from Seagram's. And she'd have her little cup and she'd have her ice and she would sip on it till 5. Hey, Rachel. That's my I call her Black Girl Magic. Between 2 and 2:30, she would
to our
be
Caucasian
burning.
listeners, you don't need that expensive Tylenol. You don't need that Formula 44D with all that alcohol in it.
That's right.
All you got to do is go get some of these remedies, these black folk remedies, okay, and get you some ginger ale. See, this comes from believe it or not, it comes from slavery. Because we was given scraps and we were supposed to make cuisines. We was given scraps, we were supposed to make medicine. We were given scraps and we were supposed to make the best out of what we had. We weren't able to get medicine. So what we did, we took this ginger ale. Warm. Sometimes I've seen people warm
took
ginger ale up.
No, we took ginger. Ginger was what we took. Now, to make it, because ginger has a bite to it.
Yeah,
Ginger will bite you back.
I can't do straight ginger. I'll tell you that right now.
So to get the properties, they would boil it and make it a tea. And over time, it had got the carbonation in it. But originally, it was ginger, put in some boiling hot water, let it cool off, and you drink it.
Yeah, because I cannot do, boy, sometimes I go to these Caribbean spots, and I get the little pineapple ginger drink. And I just need a little bit of ginger. I don't need my throat on fire. I just need a little bit of ginger. Just a little bit.
I want it to bite me back. I love ginger. That's right.
Goodness.
When I swallow it, I want it to be fighting me all the way down.
Hell no.
That's when it tastes good.
Oh, no. You're not enjoying that.
I am.
Maybe you are. I don't know.
I am.
My throat is tender.
Yeah.
My throat is tender. I can't have all that ginger roughing up against my throat. I need my throat to be right when I come here on He Said, She Said. I need you to hear me.
Well, you will, and all that raspiness in your throat will be gone.
I like the raspy.
Mm-hmm.
I like the raspy. I'm not mad at the raspy, but I know this. I won't have no bubble guts. I won't have no bubble guts after I drink that.
You sure won't. You won't have no gas. That's right. You won't have no bad breath. No bad breath. And guess what? If your bowels didn't move before that ginger, it's sure gonna move now.
I'm telling you. Is this psychosomatic or does ginger ale really work? Listen, I'm 50. If you ask me right now, I'm telling you ginger ale really works.
It works. Whether it's in our mind or it absolutely works, it does. Back in my drinking day, before I went to bed, I would drink probably 4 to 8 ounces of warm Jack Daniels to bring me down off of my high.
To 8 ounces.
To bring me down.
You measuring that?
Absolutely. To bring me down off of my coke high. And the first thing I do when I wake up, get that warm ginger ale.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had a whole system.
A whole routine.
A whole routine. That's why most people never knew I was a druggie unless you hung out with me, because I had excellent snapback. And ginger ale was part of the snapback.
Ginger ale helped the snapback.
What? That next morning? Please. People will tell you, I've never seen Yvonne hungover.
But that's crazy. How that's real remedy for hangovers.
Yeah. And
that's a real remedy for hangovers.
And since it was warm and it didn't have the bubbles, you just take it to the head.
Yeah, some people use coffee.
Like
some people use water. I've seen people use ginger ale.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's crazy. I really think ginger ale has some medical values.
It does. Ginger has medical properties. You can put ginger on a sore, you get a cut, it will heal it. Ginger has great medical properties, so that's the reason why your mama was telling you, oh, you don't feel good? Come on here, get this ginger.
No, it was never ginger, because I didn't know what ginger was until I met my wife.
Okay.
I didn't know what this, I never knew why all these roots was next to the tomatoes. What the hell is all this? I never knew what ginger was until I met my wife. But my mother was sure has some, and my mother loved Canada Dry. Make sure you have some Canada Dry.
Or either Seagram's.
No, it was Canada Dry from my mother.
Okay.
So we had Canada Dry, and it never saw the inside of a refrigerator.
And this is my question. Who is Canada and why is it dry? That's what I always wonder.
Is it made in Canada? We don't know. But
why was it dry?
And to this day, it's crazy that my mother was so heavy on the Canada Dry, because to this day, I don't know the difference. I don't know the difference between Canada Dry and Seagram's. I don't know the difference. All I know is that if I get sick and whatever's on sale, get the one that's on sale. Canada Dry on sale, we get that. Seagram's on sale, we get that. Now, I try to stay away from the AAA and all the other nonsense. But those two, they have some medical value.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to go to break, so we'll be back.
Y'all come on back. We are back. Yep, we are back. Noel and I are back, and we hope you are too. You are listening to He Said, She Said. I am your host, Yvonne, the Motivator Man. My co-host is Noel, Not Just Sports, by Noel Epps. You can catch his show every Sunday morning, 9 o'clock. You can catch Determined Women of Destiny every Friday at 7 p.m. right here on Rude Rangers Unite. And if you stay tuned, ladies, you'll get a chance to check me out, Dear Daughter. We're talking about the top 5 conspiracies in the Black community. Mm-hmm. So, Noel, tell us, what was number 5?
Number 5, fluoride in the water makes Black people sterile. Mm-hmm. Number 5. Number 4, pork is no good. Pork is no good while Leroy is over there sucking on a stove. Okay? Number 3, Tropical Fantasy was put in the hood to kill Black people. The soda was 49 cents. They have blue soda, green soda. Black folks, don't mess with no blue soda. Don't mess with no green soda. Number 2, ginger ale cures all. Oh, yes. Everything. You got a headache, ginger ale. You got a broken ankle, ginger ale. You got a hangover, ginger ale. You got diarrhea, ginger ale. You got to throw up, ginger ale.
You constipated,
ginger ale.
It's everything, and it's ginger ale. We never say ginger ale. It's a rail, not an ale. Get it right. Get it right.
Number 1, what you got?
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. That's COVID.
COVID. I knew you was going there.
That's COVID. And it's funny when you hear Black people talk about the mask thing, because I heard these 2 brothers at Brooklyn Fish, and that, I always wait for my food in my car because I can't. But there was these 2 brothers at Brooklyn Fish. All of y'all, Long Island, center of Long Island, know about Brooklyn Fish. If you don't, you need to take a trip, get you some fish, some chicken.
Route 110 right there in Amityville.
Or either Straight Path Wine Dance. They got two locations.
Yes,
ooh,
that's true.
Y'all better pay us for some sponsorship now. We done gave you a free commercial. You can see me and Noel after the show about that. But the thing that had me cracking up, as they both had their mask on, they were discussing how they put the N95s in the Black community so that the fibers could get in their nose, go into their throat and their lungs.
Oh my God.
Cut up their lungs, And this way, they'll bleed to death slowly but surely. And then the fibers have asbestos in them, and then it gives you cancer.
This is where I go crazy. This is where I go crazy. Because you got that dumb comment, then you got, oh, this is just not real. It's not real. We don't know what it is, but it ain't real. Mm-hmm. Or you got the other one. The vaccine has a microchip in it so the government can watch you. Hello, your phone is your microchip. Your phone.
Listen.
Your phone. They don't need to inject you with anything. Or the other one. The government killed DMX with the vaccine. Never mind, he did crack for 36 years. The COVID vaccine. I can't. This is when people drive me crazy. I can't do it. Now you get the fibers from the N95 mask. N95. Bleed internally.
I'm not saying that that's across the board. I'm saying that's what I heard at the store. And I just had to go to my car, and it almost brought tears to my eyes because I'm like, not everybody, and it was kind of packed, we were standing outside because it was like, 4 or 5 people inside. And I'm like, not everybody within his airwaves are going to hear this. They're going to listen to him, and they're going to, take a bite out of this sandwich, and they're going to digest it. And then they're going to say, hey, I heard this guy, just like I'm saying right now, I heard this guy say this. And then along the lines, more people are going to start believing it because, Black folks didn't want to wear masks anyway because they're like, oh, it's not going to keep you from getting COVID. You're right. But if you have COVID, it keeps me from getting what you have. And the reason why is because when you talk, all of that moisture that comes out of your mouth, all of those droplets can go at least 3 feet. If you sneeze, that's almost 6 feet. You keep all of that there. Keep all of that there. And plus the fact, that bad breath is all to you right now. But I walked past this girl the other day and I was like, I know that ain't, I'm saying in my head, I know that ain't your breath stinking past that mask. That's a mess.
Here's what I don't understand. This is what bothers me. Mm-hmm. This is the first time in my lifetime, where something bad has happened in the world and it was not blamed on the Black community.
Not yet.
It was not blamed on the Black community. Donald Trump couldn't put this on Black folks. Dr. Fauci couldn't put this on Black folks. And Black folks got lax. Remember in the beginning, Black folks was talking about, oh, we can't get it.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that? Black folks can't get coronavirus. Now we got Black folks who don't want to get the shot.
You know what? I'll speak to that. And I get it. I understand. And that's because so much stuff has been put in vaccines for Black folks. I mean, syphilis. Let us not forget all of those Black women now that are in their 90s, their 80s, and their 70s, and some of us in our 60s have had hysterectomies due to the vaccine that's in our arm on a certain side, but the younger sisters don't have their vaccine in that arm, and those younger sisters aren't having any problems in their ovaries or their uterus. That's another conspiracy for another time. But I get it. But we need to have understanding and knowledge about this vaccine. This vaccine is different than any other. This vaccine, when you come in contact with COVID, it reacts to give you a barrier of antibodies against it. Like the flu, they put the flu in you hoping you don't get the flu. Well, if you don't take the flu shot, why would you take this? Because people ain't dying from the flu. You get a shot of penicillin in your butt and you go on.
Thank you.
Pneumonia. You don't have to take either one of those shots because at the first sign of not feeling good, you go to the store, you medicate yourself, in 3 days, you can kick a cold. Pneumonia, if it's that bad, Again, they will shoot you in your butt with so much penicillin, you'll be dizzy, and the next day, your lungs will open right up. The beauty of penicillin, unless you are allergic, and then we have amoxicillin. But there is nothing, absolutely nothing. You get COVID, you're going to get sick. You can get mildly sick, you can get in between sick, or you can get sick to the point where you checking out of here. But COVID, you going to get sick and you can die.
It's just, it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder, are we, because also black people also have a problem with the media. They have a problem with the media. So I always say this, and some people are gonna get mad at me and I can give a damn. Okay? But
You've been cussing at our listeners the whole time.
Black people agree with Donald Trump more than they want to realize. They agree with that man. Because all the stuff that you hear from the black community, and how do I know this? Because I'm in the black community.
Yeah.
Hear it every day. Not getting the shot don't exist. Why would I get the shot? It's the same stuff. It's the same exact thing Donald Trump was telling us.
They're lying to you.
They're lying to you. This is fake news. It's the China. Oh, he said it's the China disease. It's this man was telling you this the whole time.
It's pretty funny. It was labeled COVID-19, but it hit 2020. So that meant that the pandemic team that Obama put in place knew something was coming down the pipe. So I'm mad at him that he didn't, tell us nothing, but he put a team in place. He had no idea that Trump was going to fire them immediately.
But you can't tell everybody, because you tell everybody that you have a whole panic going on. So they had to go about it the right way.
But they had a whole team, and Trump decided, I'm going to fire them, and here we go.
Yeah.
Another thing is, I do cosmetics in the mortuary. I'm a mortician's cosmetologist. Okay, I do makeup and hair and nails on dead folks. Okay. In the end of 2018 to about October of 2019, you know, my only prayer was every day, all day. I said, God, please let my family make it to 2020. Folks is checking out of here.
Yeah.
They're checking out of here. We could not believe it. We didn't know what was going on until COVID hit, and we were like, oh, okay, that explains everything.
Yeah. So black people, just be careful, be smart, be smart.
And stop falling for this okie doke of these conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
these theories are based on thoughts, not fact.
Right.
If you want to know the fact, why don't you just research it? Google is one of the
You have a computer in your hand.
The best search engine there is. Put it in there, in that Google box, and trust me, you got Bing, you got Yahoo, you got all these search engines. Look the thing up so you know, and you don't be outside the store sounding stupid, talking about the fiber is going to go in your nose and your lungs, cut your lungs up, and you're going to bleed to death.
The fibers from the N95 mask.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Just ridiculous. So we getting out of here. We have enjoyed our time. We hope that we have made you, more savvy about what you listen to and absolutely what you repeat. We don't want you out here sounding like...
It's okay to think for yourself.
Could you?
It's okay to think for yourself, and a lot of thinking for yourself. Implement common sense. If you can implement common sense, it's usually going to steer you in the right direction.
See? But we got to get out of here. We want you to visit ruderangers.com.
Yes.
Why? We are broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He said, she said is on heavy rotation.
Holla!
And you can watch all kinds of great shows along with ours. So once again, that's ruderangers.com.
Don't
Okay?
forget, people.
Check me out.
Don't forget.
Check us out. Check him out. Just
You're on
get
heavy
him over there.
rotation.
That heavy. That means all the time. You've been listening to me, Yvonne the Motivated Man, and Noel Epps from Not Just Sports by Noel Epps. Don't forget to check our shows out. We thank you for listening today. He Said, She Said is powered by Rude Rangers Entertainment. Our creative director is
Rudy! Hey!
He yelled so loud that the sound went out and came back in. Oh my God. Y'all, don't forget to like and share this episode with as many people as possible. We welcome your comments, your show suggestions, and future topics. Y'all just have a blessed day here.
Peace!